So I've had the opportunity to review a lot of different types of true wireless earbuds lately, and they all bring something a little bit different to the table. Well, these don't just bring a little bit to the table, they bring the entire kitchen sink. They have power, they have performance, they have the best stability and security out of any earphones that I have ever worn in my life. And to top it all off, they're super comfortable because they have so many different types of ear stabilizers and ear tips to fit for your individual fit and comfort. And if that's not good enough, you get 6 hours of playtime. Sound good to you? Let's take a closer look at the Treblab X5 True Wireless Earbuds. Hey everybody, welcome back to Tech Odyssey. So today I'm here with the Treblab X5 True Wireless Earbuds. So like I said, super secure, super comfortable. You don't have to worry about them falling out of your ears, and you have tons of power. So those are three things that pretty much check all the boxes I need, but there's other little things that are nuanced in the details that make them a very pleasurable experience to use and to wear. So like I said, multiple different sets of ear tips, those ear stabilizers, they make them very comfortable. And even though they're really secure, they don't feel like they're too big for your ears, and they don't feel like they're pulling on them, not too much weight. So that really goes a long way with me because comfortability is the number one factor, at least for me, when it comes to earphones. These are not only comfortable, but they have a great sound experience to go with it. So you really can't go wrong if you decide to pick up a pair of these earphones. All right, so I've got the Treblab X5s right here, and I have to say, they're really good. They have tons and tons of power. They have really good bass. They have the foam ear tips. They have the silicone ear tips. So you can do pretty much whatever you want. You can size them and wear them however you want to make yourself feel comfortable. And they're the most stable earphones that I've ever used before. Now, you've got the ear stabilizer on there. In addition to the ear stabilizer, you also have the well-fitted um, ear tips that are on them as well. So when you put these suckers in your ears, the stem hangs down just like it does with the AirPods, but it's functional. It has the buttons on the back, like I showed you already in the video. They stay in your ear so securely. So let's say I go ahead and pop it in my ear, push the little ear stabilizer into place, and these suckers are not coming out. I mean, you can. Oh no, I lost it. Okay, so you saw how much I had to hit it for the thing to pop out in the first place. So I'm gonna leave that blooper in there because I think you'll appreciate that. So anyway, they're not going anywhere. If you get these in there right and you have them sized properly, they're not going anywhere. So you can run, you can jump, you can't swim. They are IPX4 water and sweat resistant, so you can use them for your jogs. And if you get extra sweaty while you're outside running in this 100-degree weather we've had lately, then you'll still be good. I'd be more worried about you, but they're good for the earphones. Now, as far as the sound experience goes, so much power, so much power. Uh, and one thing that's important to note is that when you're using them, there's two different volumes. There's the volume on your phone, and then there's the volume that you adjust with the volume buttons on the earphones themselves. That's super important because I was listening to it and I adjusted the volume on the phone. I'm like, well, these are kind of good, could be louder. And then I started pressing the volume button on the earphone. I'm like, holy cow, I'm going to blow out my eardrums. So they do get really loud. They have so much depth. They hit really well, tons of bass. They get really, like I said, they get really loud. The treble and the mids is good. It can be a little bit probably damaging to your ear at the volumes I listen to it, just because I listen to it so loud. But if you really want to test these suckers out, go out on YouTube and look up some FLAC video songs, FLAC. Try and find one that's like the best audio quality you can get. Of course, it's going to be better if you have a wired connection, but that's probably going to be the best you're going to get on YouTube. And it really does matter the quality of the sound that you're listening to, because that's going to translate over into a better sound experience that you're listening to. So either way, find some good music, turn it up, listen to it, don't hurt your ears. And really, I think you'll enjoy how well these work and how well they perform, because the sound experience they cost about $65, $69, is really good. So you can listen to these if there's a jet that flies over your head, if you're running running downtown on the sidewalk and there's a lot of cars around, you're not even gonna hear them. Now, it's not noise canceling, but they make a really good seal with the ear tips, and then the volume level is just so good. You don't have to worry about having your workout or your listening experience interrupted. So super cool there. Now, in addition to that, it also works as a microphone. It's got the CBC technology 6.0, so you do get some noise cancellation whenever you're talking. It really emphasizes the vocals, the voice of the other person you're talking to. For whatever reason, the way this works is the sound only comes out of the right one whenever you're talking on the phone. I don't really know how that works out, but only works in the right one. And then it says in the manual you can pair the left one by itself. I couldn't figure it out. I tried several times. If you're in the market for a set of earphones that lets you just use the left earphone, it says you can use them. I couldn't figure it out. I tried turning this one off, and every time I tried returning it back on, you can power them off individually. So you hold down the power button on this one, it turns it off. If it turns the other one off, I don't know. But if you just want to use the right one, you're good. Either way, yeah, so sound experience is fine. You can talk on the phone just fine with them. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but if you want to talk on them, it's more than adequate and you don't have to yell. So that's about it as far as it goes for talking on the phone with the X5s. All right, so one last thing I want to talk about is the case itself. Now, the case, you have to turn it on to charge them. It will automatically turn off after 8 hours of standby time, but this little button right there, you have to turn it on, you press it and hold it. It'll flash 3 times, it'll turn them off. It's no longer in charging mode. And then these little indicators right there tell you how much for charge it has. So 3 flashes is 75%, 2 flashes is 50%, 1 flash is 25%. Now, when you take the earphones out of the case, they don't turn on and off automatically. You have to turn them off when you put them in the case or when you take them out. And you do that by holding down the power button, which is the top button, again, on each of them. For 4 seconds, it'll turn them off. Easy peasy. Now, they do have some functionality. You can raise and lower the volume. You can skip forward and backwards with the tracks using the left earphone. You have the Smart Assistant functionality for Google Assistant or Siri if you hold the mode button down for 1 second on the right one. So they have some cool little things that you can do with them. But overall, very functional, and they work great, and the case is really unique. Just be careful that you know what you're doing with turning them on, turning them off, and then turning on the case to charge them. There's a little bit of a learning curve that goes along with it. But once you get the hang of it, it's super simple, super easy, and they work so long, you don't really have to worry about charging them all the time anyway. So it's not as big of a concern with some other earphones that are out on the market now. All right, so that's all I've got on the Treblab X5 True Wireless Earbuds. Really solid, great sound experience, tons of power, and you have up to 6 hours of playback time, which is really good considering most other True Wireless earphones only give you 2 to 4 hours. So you get 6, and then you can charge it up to 4 more times. So you get lots and lots and lots of playtime out. If you're talking up to 24 hours of playtime without having to worry about plugging the charging base back in to recharge your earphones. So again, they're available for about $69. You can pick them up on Treblab's website, treblab.com, or you can get them at the drop-down link also for Amazon, and you can get your Prime free shipping, I believe. Either way, that's all I've got. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down in the comments section. I'll get back with you. As always, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your continued support and showing up. If you enjoyed the video, give it a like, a thumbs up, all that good stuff, and hit the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time.